What is going on, friends? Mike here. And I just want to take a few moments to talk about a couple things that recently came up as I was getting ready to do this interview with a UFC champion that you'll be able to catch in a few days. So today is December 28th, 2016. And about a week ago, we confirmed with the amazing people out in New York an interview with a competitor. And this morning came around the time for the interview, and we didn't hear anything. So we get in touch with the PR people, and they're scrambling. They're doing everything they can to try to get in touch with the guest. And they can't get a hold of them. They just can't. So about an hour passes by, and the UFC gets back to them and tells them that the guest had overslept. Which is fine. Nobody's going to, who am I to judge anybody? Things happen. I get it in the sense that I'm frustrated in the sense that it's a job. I have a job to do. They have a job to do. You hope that, everybody would do their part, but I'm not going to hold that against them. These athletes are training, and so whatever. My big thing was I teased this interview about 4 days ago, maybe 2 days before Christmas. And I used to go by this way of not hyping or not teasing a interview or a show I'm going to do. Because the one thing I hate more than anything in this industry is when somebody posts something for likes, for attention, and not for the content and not for the brand, but for their ego. And some people do it maliciously. Some people do it, without knowing that they're doing it. Whatever the case may be, I'm not going to judge. It's just something I don't want to do personally. So when I say I'm going to have this person on the show, that person's already been interviewed. They're on the show. I have it in the bank ready to go. That wasn't the case this time. And it's happened once already before where I was so fortunate to interview Tim Elliott and the audio was terrible on my end. Nothing that he could have done, and I couldn't post it. I have the audio right here. It sounds like we're underwater. So that's content that will never be out there that I teased, that I actually named the fighter, and I can't post it up. And I've tried working so hard to get the audio to sound good. It's just the way the audio was set up. It's inaudible. So this time around, I tried teasing it without giving away who the interviewee would be, and sure enough, it didn't work through, and that's so frustrating for me, and it's very heartbreaking to me because I hate not coming through, not just for the people who actually listen to this, you would, whether they're fans, family, friends, whatever the case may be, but for me personally, it's a disappointment. Because I expect better from myself. And when this happens, even though it's out of my hand, I feel like I've disappointed everybody, including myself, because I didn't come through. There's nothing I could have done about it. So with that in mind, I just want to kind of gauge what you guys are thinking and what's going on in my head when it comes to teasing audio, teasing an interview, teasing a show, when this is the potential of the gig where it might fall through. And one of the worries I have is the fact that I'm not Dan Patrick, I'm not Ryan Seacrest, I'm not whoever you listen to. I'm not on that level. I am proud of the work I do. I am proud of the brand that I've built, whether it's Mercado Airwaves or Outreach Radio Chicago. I'm very proud of where I'm taking it and where we've all taken these things and where we're going. But that still scares me because one mishap and all the hard work that goes behind the scenes that nobody will ever see other than a select few of people, goes down the drain. That's a scary thought, just credit-wise. And this is a business where at least you hope people do care about their credibility and their consistency of putting good content up. So this is in no way bashing of the superstar who will be fighting this Friday night. This just goes to show that the guys and gals in New York City who I work with to get these interviews are absolutely fantastic. Shout out to my guy, Isaac, man. He's on vacation right now in Florida trying to get these things working, and he's struggling. I told him, like, look, man, I get it. I know what the gig is. So don't worry about me, man. It'll come around. It'll come around. And because of him and the guy, and everybody over in NYC, we have some amazing stuff coming down the pipeline in 2017. And that's the silver lining of when something bad happens like this, you have to be like any other profession where you get knocked down and you got to get back up. And you got to realize that there's more things to do. So that's just a little bit of behind the scenes, or at least what's going on in my head of the content and the teasing of it, and not exactly knowing what the line is, not exactly knowing what exactly should I be saying, when should I say it, and how should I be posting it. It's a real tough thing to be doing, and it's a small operation with big aspirations. I figured I'd just let all you friends in a little bit of what's going on in this crazy head of mine. Some other stuff I wanted to get into really fast. We have the Patreon. So what the Patreon is, a lot of people have been asking for. Essentially it's like GoFundMe or Kickstarter, something like that. But instead of, hey, help me buy something or help me create something, it's more along the lines of, if you believe in what we're building, if you enjoy the content that we want to deliver, that we are delivering currently, then you join on the train and you subscribe to us. You become a Patreon for either $1 or $3. And with the $3 tier, you get exclusive blogs and the interviews that we are working on with the awesome people over at NYC. And with the $1, it basically shows your love for us. We thank you for it. It's go kick some butts. I'm not greedy. We're not trying to make a fortune out of this. We want to build the brand a better way. We want to deliver better content. And that also brings me to one of the other questions that I keep getting asked is, what's the correlation? What's the tie-in between Outreach Radio Chicago and Mercado Airwaves? And truly the connection is, it's myself. That's it. Some of the behind-the-scenes people are the same, but it's two different programs. Outreach Radio Chicago, I've been very lucky. For anybody who's been listening for the past 45 episodes now, I can't believe we've done 45 episodes. That's crazy, but they know that I was given that opportunity when I became full-time at the radio station I work at here in Chicago, and that is something that I don't get paid for. It's part of my job already, working at the station, and I'm so happy. We don't get any sponsorship for it. We don't make a dollar off of it, a penny, nothing out of it. It's strictly just to help amazing people and help get words out to some really cool products and clubs and foundations and organizations that you could join, and great causes. So I'm really proud of what we've done in Outreach. Paul Shivari has even done an episode, and we hope to keep doing things like that as the brand grows. My essential goal for that is one day when I leave Outreach Radio Chicago, it can maintain itself, that it's become its self-contained brand. And then with Mercado Airwaves, it's everything I'm personally doing. That's the stuff that, we're trying to get sponsorship for. We're trying to get Patreons for. We're trying to make it more wide brand for entertainment, interviews, opinions, things like that. And we have a lot of things that we really want to get into, that we're excited about, that I'm excited about. And it's cool. It's scary. It's a scary proposition to be put in, that your future's in your hands. And that's such a cliche, but it's true. It is in your hands, and you never know exactly where not only this business, where life's going to take you. So I'm very excited for all the things that we are doing. Again, for anybody that was looking forward to the interview that we had planned for today, the amazing people over at NYC that we work with that help us get these amazing interviews with the UFC. They've done everything they can, and unfortunately this is part of the gig, but it gave me a chance to get in here, and that's the one thing. I didn't want to waste this opportunity. I could have posted this on a long rant on Facebook, but I figured, you know what, this is what I love doing. I'm in front of the microphone. I get to talk to you friends, and I'm just going to air out exactly what's going on in my head right now, and what's going on in behind the scenes of this little thing that we have going on here. And I really do appreciate you guys even indulging me in all of this. And I really want to know exactly what you guys are thinking too. If you have any suggestions, if you want to see something, if you don't want to see any certain things anymore. So this right here is very fast and loose. I just really wanted to let you guys in, and really, I'm blessed enough to be able to do this where I needed to get some of this stuff out onto audio. I needed somebody to listen to it. I needed to say it out loud. And that's why I love doing what I do, even on certain days like this where, you had one thing planned and something else comes out of it. So that's it, guys. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas, whatever holiday you celebrate. I hope you guys spend it with family, friends, by yourself. You ate some good food, whatever it is that you do. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys have a wonderful new year. Please be careful. Like I said, if you want to keep up on all the things that we are doing, I don't know exactly how much teasing we're going to do over the next few months with some of this stuff, but we'll let you know when cool stuff comes down the pipeline, and there's a lot of it in 2017. So follow me on Twitter. I'm at mmercado2333. I'm on Instagram, so follow me there at MikeMercado2333. You can like our Facebook page at Outreach Radio Chicago. I would really appreciate that, guys. Also, please go to YouTube. Subscribe to me at YouTube/MikeMercado2333, and you can hear all past episodes of Outreach Radio Chicago and our UFC interviews with past champions and legends. And in that note, for anybody that is a Patreon, for $3, you will hear every UFC and celebrity interview that we have first before anyone else. That's patreon.com/Mercado Airwaves. Become a Patreon for $1 or $3, and you will get exclusive content. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. I hope you guys have a wonderful new year. Please take care of each other. I will see you guys next time.